Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's topic of my video is Caroline Age. Friends, this video is exclusively in English for my non-Hindi viewers. And if I get good reviews in this video, then definitely I'm going to make two videos on each topic, one in Hindi and one in English. So let's start with the topic Caroline Age. The time span of Caroline Age was from 1625 to 1649, that is 24 years. Caroline Age was the age of rule of King Charles I in England during these years. Carolus is the Latin version of Charles, and from Carolus, Caroline Age has been derived. So Caroline Age represents the King Charles I's rule in England from 1625 to 1649, that is 24 years. King Charles I, like his father, he was the king of three kingdoms, England, Scotland and Ireland. He was the first king of England. In fact, he was the first king of Europe to be beheaded in front of a crowd of spectators. His head was chopped off from his body, and his chopped off head after his death, it was displayed in front of whole public. Was he that bad king? What were the conditions, what were the circumstances that led to his beheading, that led to the chopping of his head? He was a man of excellent temper. He had courteous manner. He was polite and respected others. He was a religious person and he lacked vices. Anyone who met him for the first time, he got impressed with his sophisticated style. So what was the reason for his beheading? What was the reason for chopping his head in front of whole public? Charles I, like his father King James I, believed in divine right of the king and absolute monarchy. His father King James I propounded divine right of the king. And according to divine right of the king is the representative of God. He is equivalent to God, and anyone and everyone has to follow the orders of king. The king is not answerable for his actions to anyone. He is answerable for his action to God only. So Charles I was firm believer of divine right of king and believed in absolute monarchy. Monarch is absolute, monarch is supreme. But King James I, who believed in divine right of the king, was successful and most accepted king of England. In the contrast, Charles I, he was unaccepted and unsuccessful king of England. What were the reasons? Actually, his father, King James I, he was an experienced person. He had 20 years of experience as the king of Scotland. He knew how to deal with religious matters. He was a clever, manipulative king. Whereas King Charles I, he was innocent king, he was straightforward king, he was not social king. He was reserved kind of a king. So there were many factors like religious factors. He did not know how to deal with religious matters. He had strong disagreement with parliament. His father, he also had disagreements with parliament, but he had strong clashes with parliament. Charles I was not ready to accept the terms of parliament. He believed in absolute monarchy. He imposed heavy taxes on people. So all these factors were responsible for his beheading. All these factors, they led to English Civil War. English Civil War is also called War of Three Kingdoms. War of Three Kingdoms means War of England, Scotland and Ireland. English Civil War lasted from 1642 to 1651 between parliamentarians and royalists. Parliamentarians were called Roundheads because most of the parliamentarians were Puritans, and Puritans' heads were clean-shaved, therefore they were called Roundheads. And royalists, they were the supporters of Charles I, and they were also called Cavaliers. Now, King Charles I, when Charles was born, he was sickly child. He was born in 1600. He was very weak child at that time. And in 1603, when his father, King James I, became the king of England, he, along with his family, had to move to England for coronation, for crowning ceremony. King James I, his wife, his elder son, they all went to England, but Charles, he was left behind in Scotland. He was temporarily left behind in Scotland as his health, because of his health problem, he was weak child, and family did not take the risk of journey from Scotland to England. So he was left behind. And in 1604, when his health conditions were improved, he moved to England with family. So he united with his family in 1604 after his health got improved. Charles' elder brother Henry Frederick, he was a healthy child, strong and tall child. But in 1612, at the age of 18, he got some mysterious fever, and due to that mysterious fever, he died. The whole family of King James I was in shock, because Henry Frederick, he was the future king of England. He was about to become the king of England, and he was a healthy child, and he died mysteriously at once. So whole of the family was in shock. But at the age of 12 years, Charles came to know that he is going to become a future king. Charles, when he was born, he was a sickly child, weak child, and he could not talk or walk at the age of 3. And when he was able to talk, he had slight stammer. He suffered from rickets, and due to rickets, his legs were slightly bow-shaped. He was small in stature. His height was very short. In adulthood, his height was 5 feet 4 inch only. And his height has been registered as shortest height any king of England has. He is registered as England's shortest king in Guinness Book of World Record. So despite all these weaknesses, all these physical weaknesses, he emerged as a normal person. He worked on himself and he emerged as a normal person. But basically he was a shy, silent, reserved, lonely, not so social kind of a person throughout his life. Now King James I, he wanted his son Charles to marry Spain's princess. Actually, Spain at that time was most influential and most powerful nation, and it was the biggest enemy of Spain. So King James I wanted his son Charles to marry Spain's princess so that he established peace with Spain. That was the great idea, and this issue was discussed in Parliament, but parliamentarians were not ready for this. They were offended because they did not want the Catholic princess. Actually, Spain at that time was Catholic nation, and they did not want Catholic princess to become the Queen of England, because if Queen of England is Catholic, her children will also be Catholic, and the future king will also be Catholic. So they did not want any Catholic king in their country. They did not want to create the scene of Bloody Mary time. During Bloody Mary's time, most of the Protestants were killed mercilessly. So they did not want to see such conditions in England. So they were very much offended because they did not want any Catholic queen in their country. This was understood by King James I, but his son Charles and Duke of Buckingham, they were adamant that they will go to Spain and ask for the hand of princess to marry Charles. So they went to Spain and asked for the hand of princess, but King of Spain, the father of Princess of Spain, he put forward some demands. And he said that Charles has to be converted to Catholic before marrying to princess. And he also said if Princess of Spain becomes the Queen of England, then Catholics should be given equal opportunities, equal respect as Protestant had in England. So these demands were not accepted by Charles and Duke of Buckingham. And Duke of Buckingham, he quarreled with Spain's minister. This incident, it is very important that Duke of Buckingham, who was the advisor of King James I, who was favorite of King James I, quarreled with Spain's minister. Now in October 1623, King Charles I reached England without bride, without Catholic bride in fact, and people were very happy But Duke of Buckingham, who was favorites of King James I, pushed King to declare war with Spain, as he had quarrelled with Spain's minister. King James I, who had maintained peace with Spain throughout his rule, he declared war in Spain in 1624 due to the pressure created by Duke of Buckingham. And in 1625, King James I died and Charles became the King of England. Now, King Charles, when he became the King of England, after 2 months of his rule, he married to Catholic princess. This was his mistake, because people of England, they did not want any Catholic queen in their country, and he married to Catholic princess Henrietta Maria of France. It gave great setback to the people, it gave great setback to the parliament, and he lost his trust during the initial years of his rule. In June 1625, he called the session of parliament in order to raise money for war with Spain. He wanted to raise money for the war with Spain because he was desperate to have war with Spain. Parliament was against any such war, because war always result in bloodshed, poverty, etc. So the parliament denied to give any money. And King Charles I, he executed naval expedition. He poorly executed naval expedition to Spain, and ultimately he got failure in war. And in 1625, December 1625, another session of the parliament was called in order to raise taxes from people, so that he can have war with Spain. Actually, England at that time in Europe was the nation who imposed very less taxes from the people. People in the country of England at that time gave very low taxes. So he said that the taxes from the people should be increased so that he can have war with Spain. But Parliament, they denied to raise tax from the people, and in fact he demanded impeachment of Duke of Buckingham. Parliament demanded arrest of Duke of Buckingham due to many charges, like charge of treason and charge of killing thousands of innocent soldiers during the war with Spain. But King Charles I, he increased the position of Duke of Buckingham instead. He nominated Duke of Buckingham as Chancellor of Cambridge University. He was a firm believer of divine right of the king. He could not tolerate that Parliament was speaking against him or against his advisor. So he increased the post of Duke of Buckingham, and in 1628, Duke of Buckingham was assassinated. He was murdered. And in 1629, he again called the Parliament. And during this session, both the Parliament and King Charles I, they accused each other. King Charles I accused Parliament for the death of his loved one, his death of his advisor, Duke of Buckingham. And Parliament in return accused him for his leniency to Catholicism. So this blame game happened in this session. And in 1629, King Charles I decided that he will rule the England without the help of Parliament. He will not take any help from the Parliament, but Parliament was the fund-giving agency at that time. He got fund from Parliament only, but he decided that he will not take any help from the Parliament. So 1629 to 1640, that is 11 years, is called the personal rule. It is also called 11 years of tyranny. And during that year, he decided to maintain peace with Spain and France, because there was no help from the Parliament, no monetary help from the Parliament, and there was no advisor. His advisor, Duke of Buckingham, he was dead now. So without the help from Duke of Buckingham, without the help of Parliament, he decided that he should establish peace from Spain and France. Now, during these 11 years, since he did not have any fund, so he levied heavy taxes on the people. One such tax is ship money. According to the ship money tax, ship money tax was given by the people living in the coastal region and during wartime only. But he imposed this ship money on all the people living in all the region, coastal as well as inland. Earlier, this ship money was given during wartime, but he imposed this ship tax during all the time. So this ship tax, this ship money tax, this was opposed by people of England. In 1633, he appointed William Laud, Archbishop of Canterbury, as his religious advisor, and on the suggestion of William Laud, he imposed Book of Common Prayer to Scotland. Book of Common Prayer was used in England at that time. He imposed Book of Common Prayer to the Scotland. Friends, as I have already told you that King of England, that this Charles I, he was King of Scotland, England and Ireland, and at that time the religion of all these three nations were different. Ireland was Catholic, England was Anglican, and Scotland was Protestant. Ireland people, they were already fed up with this Protestant king, because Ireland was a Catholic country and they wanted Catholic king. So they were already fed up with this Protestant king. Scotland, it was Protestant country, but Book of Common Prayer, which was Anglican book, it was imposed to Scotland, so the people of Scotland were against him. As a result, bishop was started in Scotland, so there was total unrest in Scotland also. England was already against this king, because he married to Catholic queen. He imposed heavy taxes on people, and rumor spreads in England that the Protestant people were killed in Ireland. So all the peoples of all these nations were against King Charles I. Now during these 11 years from 1629 to 1640, he made new roads, he started postal service system, he beautified his palace, so he worked upon the modernization of the country. But people were against his extravagance, because they thought that their hard-earned money, which they pay to king as tax, they are used in such extravagance. So people were against his extravagance. In 1640, since Charles I, he did not get any fund from the parliament, he faced bankruptcy. He was bankrupt. So in 1640, short parliament was called in order to raise money for war against Scotland. See, earlier he used to ask to raise money for war against Spain, but now he is asking to raise money for war against Scotland, because he was very much offended and annoyed with Scotland, because he imposed Book of Common Prayer in Scotland and Scotland people were not ready to obey his order. So he decided that he should have war with Scotland. This matter could be sorted out in a very polite way, in a very easy way, but he chooses to war against Scotland. And during this short-term parliament session, parliamentarians also put forward some terms, also put forward some conditions in front of King Charles I. But King Charles I, he was firm believer of absolute monarchy. He was believer of divine right of the king. He did not negotiate at all. He did not accepted any of the terms of parliament. So in 1642, an army was created by parliament, and there was in 1642 English Civil War started between parliament and royalist. Earlier, royalists were victorious, but later on, Oliver Cromwell, the parliamentarian, the Puritan, he made a well-disciplined army. And under the leadership of Oliver Cromwell, Charles I was defeated in 1645. In 1647, Charles I was imprisoned, and various terms were put forward by parliament in front of King Charles I, but he refused to negotiate. He refused to accept any of the terms, and later on, King Charles I was put to trial in court. He was charged of high treasons. He was charged of killing many innocent people, and he was asked to defend himself. He was asked to say something about himself, in favor of himself, but he said that he believed in divine right of the king, and he is not answerable for his action to anyone. He is answerable to his action to God only. So he did not say anything to defend himself. And in 30th June 1949, he was beheaded. 1649. 30th June 1649, he was beheaded. And this 1649 is very important year, as this year shows the victory of Parliament. And this year is the beginning of democracy. This year saw the beginning of democracy. After this year 1649 to 1660 is called the Commonwealth period, or the period of interregnum. So this is all about Carolinage. Thank you. Have a nice day.